Greetings everyone, this is Char, and thank you so much for tuning in to the JustAskChar Advice channel. If you have a letter for advice, you can send it to JustAskChar@gmail.com. On today, I have a letter that was written in a blog to anyone that could answer, and this will be featured on tonight's show. The letter is from a young lady, and it reads that her and her boyfriend met and things moved rather quickly. Within 6 weeks, not only were they living together, but she found out that she was pregnant. Now, she was a little panicky because it's a new relationship. You just moved in and it's fresh. Everything was all well. A little time went past, a holiday came up, and her boyfriend went to go visit his mother, who happened to live in France. While visiting his mother, because he was there for a month, she had passed away. The girlfriend went to go visit and, support him. He stayed with the stepfather. Now, his stepfather was married to the mother, and he was raised by his stepfather. So they end up staying there during the time that they were there for the month, and they didn't have to worry about a hotel. After the month, they end up going back home, and around Christmas, that's when she had the baby. She said things were fine. After she had the baby, a few weeks later, her boyfriend had an idea, and the idea was to move to France, and that way they'll be near his family, which was his stepfather, his father, and a couple of aunts. And the reason why he mentioned that to her is because his stepfather was 70 years old, and he needed a little help. Plus, he was still taking it pretty hard for losing his wife that they've been together for so long, and it had been like 4 months or so, and he just wasn't doing too well. So this was something, he had discussed obviously with the dad. So he approached his girlfriend and said, okay, this is my idea. Let's move permanently to France. We got family there, or I have family there, which is your family as well. And I'm going to start a business. I'm going to start a restaurant business. Not only that, I'll be able to take care of you and the child, and you don't have to worry about working. So she thought about it, and it was a good idea. So she told her mom, because she had her mom there in the States, and she went on to say, hey mom, I'm going to go ahead and move my boyfriend to France. Of course, I'm going to come back and visit you. But I think this is a great opportunity. So she went on and left and moved to France with her boyfriend. They stayed with the stepfather. And what ended up happening is there was a tradition to eat lunch and dinner together as a family. And that is something that they did all the time. Once her boyfriend started getting more busier with the restaurant business, as well as remodeling a home that they were going to move in for themselves, she became very depressed because she did not see her boyfriend that often. She was always at home with the stepfather and her baby. The stepfather did not speak English, and the girlfriend did not know how to speak French. She felt very isolated because she didn't know the language, and she was at home again all the time with the stepfather. And the next thing you know, depression starts setting in. She did end up seeing someone, a therapist, and she ended up prescribed antidepressant medications. This went on some time, and she spoke to her boyfriend about it, and he says he's almost done remodeling the unit so they can move into this particular home and they'll have their own place. Fast forward 2 months after that conversation, and she's still having lunch and dinner with the stepfather that does not understand English, nor does she understand French. She was at her wit's end. On the 3rd month, the home was almost completed because the boyfriend is working diligently, trying to build up his restaurant, trying to have a home for him and his girlfriend and his child. And now the stepfather, he started dating. The woman that the stepfather is dating, she moves into the place, and now she's making changes, and she's really feeling out of place now. So she approached the boyfriend and said, I cannot take this. Something must change. Tune in tonight to the conclusion of the letter, as well as a lively conversation. Hope to see you soon. Peace.